Hey everyone, welcome back to the new video. So in today's video, we'll solve LeetCode problem 2626. So array reduce transformation. It's an easy level LeetCode problem, and we have been given here an integer array nums and a reducer function. So what this function does is basically it has been given an initial value and it returns a reduce array. So here what it does every time, the function will react differently according to each example. So for this example, the function is a sum function which basically return accumulator plus current value. So whatever value it has from the previously accumulated value plus the current value of the particular index. I'll tell you in more detail now. For example, this nums array, we have to loop through the whole array, and what we have to do initially in the function, it's given the value is 0. We want to go through the array. For example, the first index, we want to take this 1 and give it here in the function. And what it will do, that it will say, okay, previously accumulated value is 0 in it and current value is 1. So return accumulator plus 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. This is what you see here, 0 plus 1, 1. Then next time, already this value is 1. So accumulator value is 1 and the current value at first index. This time current value is 2. So 1 plus 2, it becomes 3, and so on till all the values in the array are processed, and at the end we return the output, which is sum of basically our modified value, what this function returns. Now other thing is, if the length of this array is 0, then we want to return the initial value, and initial value will be described in the function. For example, here initial value is 0, then we have to return, if the nums array was 0 index, basically if nums array was of 0 length, no values inside the nums array, and initial value is 0, we return 0. In this case, if nums value, for example, if there was nothing inside this nums array and init value is 100, then we would return 100. That's it. We always return init if nums value is empty. Now I'll show you how to solve the problem here. So first what we'll do is basically we will put our if condition for if the value is 0, then I just want to return it. I don't want to do anything. But before that, I'll declare my variable output and initialize it as init. Now I'll write a if condition that if my nums.length equals to 0, then I'll do inline return, which is I just want to return my output at here. That's it. I don't want to do anything. So then this whole code will not run once the function returns something. This is a function. Once it returns something, our code ends here. That's it. But if this condition is not true, then what I want to do is, I'm using a for loop. I'll say for let I equals 0, I should be less than nums.length. I want to go through all the elements right inside the array. I want to increase it by +1 every time. So once I'm inside the for loop, what I'll do, I'll say output equals to function. So I want to call this function. So I'll say function, and what should function take? Function should take my output comma init value, output comma the current value of my nums array. So current value is nums at I. Now you'll say, how do I know that what to put inside the function argument, right? So here you can see that function always takes two value, accumulator and current value. So accumulator is obviously our output and current value is nums at I. Once this is done, what I want to do is, it will process my output value and I want to return the output. So if I run this now, it should be working fine. Yeah, and if I submit this, then this should work fine as well. We should pass all the test cases. Yeah, our runtime is 62 ms, our memory beats 93% of the users. So that's it for today's solution. If you didn't understand anything, ask me in the comment section, the Q&A down below, and I'll help you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.